Any of the other platforms, let me know if the music is too loud or if it's not loud enough. All right, let's pull up the Discord here. All right, we're still like 4 minutes early, so we're just waiting for people to scroll on in here right now. So while we do that, you guys have any questions, comments, concerns? You guys excited? I know I'm excited. I'll make more of a proper cut up short video that we post talking about the Aimbot International. This is going to be more of a duo thing, showing it off, and then also doing a general Q&A for the Aimbot, so we can do some more patches, because the next update for the launcher is going to be pretty in support of the Aimbot International. So we'll see here. What is up, everyone joining on the YouTubes? Again, we're just chilling right now. We're a little bit early. Say hi. You know, if you guys are joining, say hi. Again, this is going to be for Aimbot International reveal, and then we're going to do general Q&A, so we'll help with bugs and other various things like that. Having issues with minimized windows. Yeah, you can't run the launcher on a minimized window. Almost time. Oh, YouTube people. How's the audio on YouTube? For those of you that are joining in, I can see there's a couple of you. We got 2-ish minutes. Hopefully some more people here roll in, and then we'll go ahead and get started here. Because this is not something you want to miss out on, right? This live stream is probably going to be the most valuable live stream for people, right? Out of all the ones that we've had, out of all the live streams we had, this is definitely the one you don't want to miss. Everyone in here after the live stream. Yeah, literally everyone that's here during the live stream, you're going to have an advantage, because you're going to be able to sit here and chat and ask questions and figure out what you figure out anything you want. Everyone else afterwards is going to be all confused and asking questions, and I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. Alrighty, it's just about time. I'm excited. I don't know about you guys. Okay, it looks like the YouTube is like 5-10 seconds delayed. Alrighty. So it is officially time. So we shall get into it. Alrighty, guys. So the Aimbot International started at the beginning of this year, but this is the official broadcast launch, right? Broadcast launch. The actual end date has yet to be chosen, right? It will be posted in the Discord first, and then the GitHub repos will be updated after the fact. Right now, it's looking like the end of summer. So, August, September timeframe is when the Aimbot International will come to an end, and we will run everyone's code, right? So what is the Aimbot International? The Aimbot International is the world's first AI aimbot competition. So we have a bunch of maps that you get to make and perfect your AI systems on, and then submit your code in order to potentially win some of the prize pool money. Right now there's $2,000 in the prize pool, right? $2,000 in the prize pool. So you definitely want to compete to potentially win a bunch of money. We expect it to grow up to $10,000 from our sponsors, but we'll see how the next couple months go. Currently it's at $2,000. All right. For the Aimbot International, you can work on and with a team. Right? We highly encourage you work with a team. So go hit up your friends, make some friends on the Discord, and talk to them, gather your team, meet every week or whatever you guys want to do in order to focus and expand this. Now, what are the boundaries? The boundaries are anything. All right, you can submit any code from any language doing just about anything. The catch is it has to be visual only. All right, so you must be interpreting visuals, right? Taking screenshots, whatever you want to do, and then making decisions based off of that. All right, so you cannot be doing any memory injection, anything. Right? Everything you submit needs to be submitted as raw, right? Raw code to us. So we will do code reviews to make sure no one is cheating, right? And then we will compile or run your code after that. So again, you can do any language, right? Anything. Some people asked about pixel peeps and other bots like that. Yeah, you can do that too. I'm going to tell you right now, AI-based bots will perform the best. They will perform the best, but you are free to use any technique you want. There is no rules besides it must be visual only. Anything, can we hack you? No, we're going to be viewing your code, right? And we're running this through the AIM Labs client, so it needs to work well with that. I'll tell you right now, Win32 movements work just fine. So if you use our code as a base, right, it's going to work just fine. And we're going to actually go through a bunch of that. So again, recap before we continue on here. Aimbot International, today's official launch start date. We're telling everyone about it, right? The point of it is there's 5 maps that you need to, will run your stuff on. Whoever scores the most points across all of them is going to win, all right? There will be multiple winners. There's $2,000 right now in the prize pool. $2,000 in the prize pool right now. We expect it to go up to $10,000 here soon. You can do anything you want as long as it is vision based only, right? We recommend using AI. You don't have to. You can use any language you want, all right? And we have starter code to start you off. All right, any questions before we continue on here? All right, go ahead and type your guys' questions at any time. I'm looking right now, I don't see anything. So, holy crap, what is going on here? All right, so to get started, it's super easy. Download the launcher, right? The rootkit launcher. To make code submissions for that for the event, you have to have it work with the launcher. It needs to work through the launcher. Right now, custom code with Python is supported, but again, you can use any language you want. We just haven't built support for any other language yet because no one's done anything or submitted anything for it. So if you submit something for it, don't worry, we got you, right? So any language, it works with any language. So if you want to get started, right, we have some custom code here you can use to get started. Lightning's is really good, but you can't like do anything with it. Starter code is a very bare example. It's the most minimum stuff you need to get running, right? It's not going to help you out very much. And we got fast, right? I will upload faster for V5, fastest for V5, and over the coming weeks, we will add V8 for fast, faster, and fastest, right? So you'll have access to all of those. You'll have access to all those. So we're going to just roll with the fast example here for now, but we will come out with tutorials with the other stuff because you're going to definitely want the other stuff. Again, you don't have to use the launcher for this, but this is the easiest way to get started up, right? We'll click on install. It will pop up a screen most likely to auto install things that you may or may not need. That will disappear and then it should be good to go. So if we look here, we'll have a folder. So all of your custom code is going to go into percent app data, aimbot launcher. So let's go percent app data percent. I'm going to paste this in the chat for all you guys. AI aimbot launcher and then / custom code. All right. Paste that there for you guys. We'll paste it on the YouTubes. If you're on something else, then I don't know what to tell you. So this is a bunch of custom code I have right now. This is all live in the launcher, right? So we can go over to this example YOLO V5 Fast, which I have up and running now for the launcher, right? How do we know this actually works and is a launcher? Well, let's go ahead and just do something very basic, right? Let's go do something very basic. Let's go over to our main here and let's just have it so at the very beginning we can do a print here and say print, is this working at all? There we go. All right, let's go over the launcher. Let's click on Aimbot. Let's turn on our use custom code. Let's go over to YOLO v5 fast. All right, the one that we downloaded, and let's go ahead and launch and see. We should see something print here if everything is good to go and working correctly. Anytime you want to start up. So while this is taking its sweet time to start up, we will be expanding settings and other various things, so it's easier for you to forward those settings off into the launcher so people can check it out and do whatever they want to do in regards to settings. There is no limitations on what you can do with your launcher code. So look at that right here. Is this working? Right? So our custom code is working right now with the launcher. Whoops. It's working right now with the launcher. So let's go ahead and close this out. So we got custom code here working right now. Now, again, I'll update this code later, but right now, it's pretty much good to go. The only thing is, it's currently tuned to only working with humanoid figures, right? Humanoid figures. In the Aimbot International, you will come across 2, 3. Oh, I gotta look at my notes now. I'm forgetting. At least 2 different types of models: a humanoid model and a ball. Right? Yeah, there's 3: a humanoid model, a ball, and then I believe a cylinder is what we also have. So you can use YOLO. YOLO will work fine, but we highly encourage you to make your own models that maybe run better and faster. And you are free to ask. We will be running classes on that. Now, right now, before we move forward, don't be concerned. If you have some shitty hardware, if you have a laptop, whatever, and it doesn't run great on your hardware, it's fine. All submissions will be ran on rootkit hardware with at least a 3080, if not a 4090, right? So we're going to have some high-end hardware to run everyone's code on, right? We'll be live streaming us running everyone's code. So don't worry, right? Don't worry if you have bad hardware or if you think your hardware will be a limitation. Everyone will be using the same hardware, right? So let's go ahead and open up AimLabs. AimLabs is free on Steam for anyone to download, right? So go ahead and download it. You will have to make an AimLabs account, I believe, to access the rootkit maps. I think. Don't quote me on that, all right? You can go and try it without making an account first. But pretty much when you click on play, so by default, I think you'll show up at home. Go and click on play, and right here will be a search bar at the bottom. If you type in rootkit and press enter, it should pull up maps, and maybe that's not the one for maps. Now I'm forgetting already. Oh God. We click on play. Oh, we go to training, sorry. Play, training, search, and then we type rootkit, right? Rootkit. All right. So rootkit is going to have several maps here. These are the unupdated names. They have a naming scheme now. They will all be by Snome 123 or Ammo Stash, right? There is 5 maps. Only 3 of them are available right now. So map 1, 3, and 4 are available. We are changing the naming scheme. This is the correct naming scheme, right? This one is the correct naming scheme. So these ones will be changed to match this naming scheme because this is Rootkit International 24 because the year is 2024, right? So you can go ahead and click on any of these. So let's click on this one. Let's go and play now. And we'll load on up in it. And we can go ahead and check out what this one looks like. So this is map 4, all right? So you'll see there's a bunch of guys here, and we'll need to shoot at them. And they're going to be moving around randomly. And you will score points by the amount that you clear within 30 seconds. So for this map, which is map 4, you have 30 seconds to clear as many as you can, right? And you get points for clearing each one. And these will post up all around you, right? All around you. They're going to be in different various colors. So there's various difficulties, right? You can have your bot do anything you want it to do, right? As long as it's not doing any type of memory stuff, right? It has to be looking at the screen, taking screenshots, and then doing logic and mouse movements with Win32, right? Win32 API stuff based off of that, right? So we will be checking all of your guys' code for these submissions. So that was fine. Let's go ahead and see what this raw default code does. So let's go ahead and launch the aimbot again. And this is in fast mode, so this is like the worst one, right? The slowest one. And I'm streaming, so it's going to be even worse on performance. So the way to really win this is you guys really got to customize it. Make it your own. So aim labs is going to be 3. Let's type in 3, press enter. All right. Hopefully visual preview is not on. And all right, looks like we're running. Oh, we're getting not too bad performance. That's not too bad at all, actually. All right, so that's the wrong button. Let's go ahead and rerun this again. And let's see if we can get this to, oh, there we go. So aimbot is on. I don't have triggerbot on, so I'm gonna have to click this myself, all right? So we're getting a little better results now that I don't have to aim. You're seeing it's a little buggy there with the ones that are far away and the different colors. All right. Now for the Aimbot International, you will not be able to. There we go. Perfect. So like I said, this is going to be a base for you. You're going to have to improve it. And obviously, you can see right here, there's lots of improvements to be made. The code that we have in the launcher itself, not this custom code, is quite a bit better than this stuff. But that's kind of the competition. You're competing against other people who are going to try. Let me turn off this thing. You're going to be competing against other people across the world who are going to try to make something that works the best. And we're looking for something that works the best on all 5 maps, right? So not the best for any singular map, but you need to score well across all maps, right? Oh, so what questions do you guys have right now before we move on here? Let's go ahead and let's escape, turn the lobby. Let's check out one of these other ones. I favorited all of them. So rootkit number 1 is going to be the easiest for people. We're going to show, I don't see any questions coming in, so please ask questions. Right, this one's going to be very basic. The first map is very, very easy, right? It's a ball, and you need to hit the ball. You can look at the top here, right here at the top. There's 100 of these that are going to show up, all right? So you need to get all 100 of them with as much accuracy as you can and as quickly as you can in order to score the most points. Now, I'm not going to run through this all right now. But there is a variety of different challenges. All 5 maps will pose new and interesting challenges that will throw off your aimbot potentially. Who operates the bots during the comp? Great question. No one does. We will start it, and that is it. You do get no control. We get no control. Your bot is 100% autonomous. So you need to think of what logic you want the bot to perform. So for example, in some of these maps, guys are spawning off to your left or to your right or behind you. In some of these maps, you are able to move. This one, you are not able to move. So how are you going to handle that? All right. A lot of your guys' bots only scan the middle 320 of the screen. The hardware that we're running it on, you can definitely do 640, right? If you want, or keep it on 320. And how are you going to handle with people, going on the sides? You can move. Right? You can move it however you want. It is completely autonomous, right? Completely autonomous, so it's on you. The competitions like this, if your bot gets stuck, right? So if there's no movement or anything after about 10 to 15 seconds, it's auto shut off and you will be scored with exactly where you are. So if I clicked on this and my bot froze right here and nothing happens for 10, 15 seconds-ish, then your run is done. We will calculate it at 121 points that you gained here with 85% accuracy. Yes, this live stream is being recorded on the YouTubes. We will post another video that's shorter because not everyone's going to watch an hour-long live stream. But so the bot right now, all right, right now, we will update the launcher so this is an easy setting for people who just want to dabble and see how this works. But people who are actually going to be participating and getting into the custom code, right? With the custom code, with all of our custom code, whether it's the raw one on GitHub, the launcher starter packs, right? The starter code you download from the launcher, it filters off humanoids only. So if we go to right here, right? This will be filtering for humans only. That's what 0 is. 0 is for humans only. So if we want this to do balls, I believe it's 30. We have to put this into an array. So follow along if you're watching right now. I believe that's going to be 31. I could be mistaken here. Let me look up YOLO sports ball ID. YOLO V5. I don't know if it will tell me because I usually, okay, here we go. So it's labeled as sports ball. There we go, 32. I was close, 32. Right? So these are all the ones in here by default. So again, we have cylinders. I don't know which ones flags for cylinders or if any of them do, but it's highly encouraged you update the YOLO, right? Make your own YOLO or make your own custom one, right? You don't have to use YOLO. You can use whatever you want. You can make a brand new one from scratch. So if we make this 32, so right now we're going to be identifying humanoid objects and sports balls, all right? Sports balls. Very generic. So let's go ahead and go to the launcher and rerun this. So again, you guys, your code has to run via the launcher, right? So you don't have to share your code. I highly recommend you do not share your code with anyone except you and your team because you don't want to, be giving people, your high-end cool code, all right? So where is Aim Labs is 7. So let's do 7. All right, so now let's see how it works now that we have sports ball on. So let's go and do, there we go. So it looks like there you go. It's grabbing the sports ball. Sweet. Again, for this one, I don't have the trigger bot on, all right? I don't have the trigger bot on, but we can easily, all right, I'm gonna pause this. We can easily add that trigger bot function, right? Again, I just showed you guys how to modify it to work on balls. And now if we go right here, right, this is for moving our mouse. So we might want to add some logic in here in regards to the mouse movement. So this will tell us how much we're going to move our mouse on the X and the Y or Z axis. So maybe here we want also some logic for mouse clicking. So if this is a move event, we want, let's see if mouse is within 50 pixels, click mouse. Let's see if it'll auto do it for me. There we go. All right, and I think I need a sleep in here. Time.sleep from my earlier testing. I have this on the other launcher code stuff, so I'm just having it rewrite for me. Mouse move, is this legit? Yeah, it looks like legit. All right, so now we have our code modified to be a trigger bot now, so now it will click, right? So you will need to do this to your code, however you want to do it, right? You will need to do this to your code because again, it's 100% autonomous. So you need to be firing yourself. None of the maps right now that we've shown off have recoil, and I'll run you guys through all 4 maps. There are 5 maps. I will run you guys through all 4 of them, even though one of them is not on here right now. So there we go. So right here, this is another thing you guys were gonna have to solve with your bot is it's looking at a 360 or 320 by 320 box around the center of the screen. That ball right there is slightly out of 320 range. So I have to move my mouse down a little bit. There we go. And you can see it's auto firing, right? No hands. At least people on YouTube can see that I don't have any hands, right? So this is what you need to submit, except it needs to be better than this. So I don't care what you guys want to do. You want to have it like randomly move around in a circle or whatever, all right? That's up to you guys on how you want to make it better and more improved. But again, you're going to have to make some custom stuff, right? And accuracy will be pulled in. Look at that. It's failing. It's failing. Oh, I don't know what the hell's going on right now, but it looks like it's bugging out. So this is stuff you guys will need to address. What questions do you guys have right now before we continue on here? While you guys type questions, again, you have until August, September. We haven't came out with the official end date yet. I'm going to encourage this a little bit. We haven't came out with the official end date yet. You have until August, September timeframe. Make a team, right? Get a team together. We are going to be running more classes, right? We are going to be running more classes on how to do model development and other various things. so we can help you guys as much as possible because we really want to see what you guys can come up with, right? So you can see this is where, you know, a color bot may not be the best because we are changing the colors of everything, right? And you can see here, there's a second ball on screen, but we're not even shooting at it, and it keeps getting stuck. So these are definitely things you're going to want to address with you and your team. So again, the prize pool is $2,000 right now. Oh, I'm going to turn that off. The prize pool is $2,000 right now. We expect to go up to $10,000. There will be at least first to third place prizes, right? First to third place prizes. There may be more. We're still getting all the details out. So make sure you guys are in the Discord and you're subbed to the alerts for the Aimbot International because you don't want to miss out on this at all. Don't worry about your programming level. Trust me, you're going to be good. The starter code we give you is really, really good. You just need to be creative after that. Use your AI tools like you saw. I just used my AI tool live, all right, to write the code for me, right? So use your AI tools to help you out. What am I missing? Oh, let's go over the maps. If there are any questions, please ask the questions right now. So this was map 1, right? Map 2 we don't currently have out right now. It's still being developed, but we can tell you what will be in map 2. So in the Discord, we posted here exactly what all 5 maps will be. So map number 1 is going to be traditional AIM Labs settings. It will use a ball model, right? Changing colors like it will be, right? At first, things will start in the first 320 by 320 center of the screen and will grow outwards. And it's the first 200 kills, right? And you will be chosen, or you will get points based off your time and accuracy, right? So that is map 1, which we just showed off. Map 2 is the Map 2 and 5 are not published yet. 2 will be, 5 will not be given to you guys at all until the day of the competition, right? So map 2, which will be out soon, is going to have a custom model. So I believe this one's going to be the cylinder, right? And same thing, it's going to be easy at the beginning, 320 by 320, and then grow outwards, and it's going to be the first 100. So 1 and 2 are pretty much identically the same. 2 is not going to be the ball model. It's going to be a cylinder model. 3 is the outdoor setting, right? Sunny day, not too many obstacles, humanoid models that change color, right? And everything's going to be moving, and you have 30 seconds to score the highest. So again, as review, let's go ahead and check out map 3. And map 3, again, is outdoor setting, right? Everyone's going to be moving. And people will be spawning all around you, right? So do I have the bot still on? There we go. All right. So we will be judging again on accuracy. So you can see I'm like 30% accurate right now, right? And these guys have health bars, so it's a little bit more challenging. And then more people will spawn after that. Looks like it's already got stuck because I don't have any movement, right? So you guys definitely want to spend lots of time checking these out, and you have 30 seconds again for this one. The next map, 4, let's go ahead and show off 4. 4 is going to be outdoors again, all right? It's going to be a dark map with lots of obstacles, trees, bushes, with a human models again, right? And some of them will be standing still, some of them will be moving. So you'll see on this one that we're on, 3, is going to be complete movement. All of these models are moving. Wait, no. Yes. And then let's go ahead and load up 4 here. And 4, you can see it's supposed to be a darker setting, but it's not right now. But some of these people will be moving, some of them will not be moving, and you'll see they are way more spread apart. So you just saw that person just pop out of nowhere, and there will be people here that are further away. There's more obstacles. For some reason, it thinks that is a human when that is not a human, right? I think that's a horse. Yeah, that's a horse. So there's more obstacles here. Honestly, I might have them edit and put even more obstacles on this map because I think there should be like 3 times more obstacles. But same thing, you have 30 seconds to score the most points, right? 30 seconds to score the most points. And the final map, which is map 5, is going to be a combination of everything before it. Map 5 will not be given out at all. Map 5 will be made and hidden, and only the day of the competition, after you've submitted your code, will Map 5 be revealed. It will be revealed on the live stream, and that's the first time any of your guys' stuff will see it. So make sure your stuff works well on all of these, because it may perform really well on 5. 5 is complete mystery until the day of, right? Again, rules, we have them basically laid out here. No memory cheats, visuals only. You must submit your original code to us. We will do code reviews to make sure everyone is good and in compliance, and we will be running your code on a rootkit system, right? So don't worry about your hardware. Everyone will be running on the same hardware, right? Your code must work through the launcher, right? It must work through the rootkit launcher. So if you don't have the rootkit launcher, go download it. Right now, Python code is the only one supported, but we can add any language. So if you are using C, C++, Rust, Java, whatever you're using, let us know, and we will make the adjustments for it to work on the launcher, right? Everything will be done at 1080p. So I have a 4K monitor, so that's why things look weird when I'm running it here. This is actually at 1080p, right? So everything will be ran at 1080p. So make sure your bot is good at 1080p. You can supply your own models, right? Anyone can use any version of YOLO, YOLO v5, 6, 7, 8, whatever, right? Or not YOLO, anything you want, right? You can use any model you want, right? We don't care. Make your own custom models. We will show you guys how to. You can use different models for different maps. So we will allow for changing of the models and the settings for each map, but you have to have like an easy way for us to swap, right? So maybe that's just a custom setting, right? That says, what map are you on? And you press 1, 2, and 3, right? But remember, this is a double-edged sword, because we may be telling you, you can do this so you can work well on 1 through 4, but guess what? You won't know what's on 5. So what are you going to use for 5? It's best if you have something that works good or decent on all of them, right? Because again, you're not going to win by being the best for any single map. You will win by being the best overall, right? Best overall. Everything will be ran again on rootkit hardware, so don't worry about your shitty old graphics card, or if you're on a shitty laptop, all right? Just don't make the laptop mistake again, right? I'll forgive you this time, but everything is autonomous, no human interaction at all. We are not doing any DPI submissions, right? When you're using Win32 movements, it should not matter what your DPI settings are, because it's pixel-based movement, right? It's based off pixels. You can use any FPS rate, any CPS rate, all right? We put this here because some people were asking if they could cap. Yeah, you can cap. You can use any rate. You can have it variable if you want. Capping might be best, only so you get consistent results, because if you have a shitty graphics card and all of a sudden you're running on a 4090, you might want to cap it at what you usually run at, so that way mouse movements that happen every CPS, since you have so many more CPSs, you might have more mouse movements and things might be off, right? So put this into consideration, right? We are running with default AimLab settings. We're not changing any of the AimLab settings, so don't change them on yours, because then yours might be different than ours, right? And you can submit in any language. Again, it's language agnostic. You have to use Okay, so this is how things are going to be ran. So you have to use an activation key, right? So pretty much we will launch AimLabs. So this is how it will work for everyone. We are going to launch AimLabs, right? After we launch AimLabs, we will then launch your bot and do any adjustments. So for example, selecting your model or whatever you want, right? After that, we will start the AimLabs game mode. So as you can see here, let's replay this task. All right, it says click to begin. We will then click to begin, and here during this 1, 2, 3, right, this 1, 2, 3 load up, that is when we will toggle your activation key, right? This is where we will toggle your activation key. So you must have an activation key. Why? Well, because when I'm getting your bot set up, I don't want it to be moving my mouse everywhere and going fucking crazy, right? I want it to be in AIM Labs, ready to go. We will start the game mode, and bam, we will turn on your activation key. All right. So this is how we will be starting everyone's. Any questions on that? Let's go ahead and go back over here. Please ask your questions, you guys. On hardware, on what hardware? So right now, it will be ran on a 3080. All right, it will be ran on a 3080. We're right now talking to other staff members to see if we can use potentially a 4090, but it will run on a 3080 right now. 3080 should be able to do pretty much everything you want if you're using like TensorRT, because like look, I was running this with PyTorch, which is notoriously slow and crappy. I'm streaming right now on Discord and on Streamlabs, and I'm running this, and I'm getting, oh crap, and I'm getting, what, 50, 40 CPS? This is pretty good. It's pretty good. So if you want to run something in TensorRT, you're going to be fine. Specifically, you can run multiple models at once. And I encourage it, right? With TensorRT, right? With TensorRT, you guys could potentially be running 2, 3, 4, 5 different models at the same time if you want. So maybe you have a model that you trained yourself specifically just to do humanoids, right? It's just, its only job is it a human? Is it not a human? And you have another model specifically for balls, all right? I don't know what you want to do, all right? I don't know how many different models you guys want to run or what you want to do. You can do anything you want. Anything you guys want, you can do it. The only like hard rules is it has to be vision, right? So you have to be taking screenshots. You must be processing those screenshots in however you want, and you must be then moving the mouse based off of those screenshots, right? So no memory injection, no anything else, right? And again, it doesn't have to use AI if you don't want to submit an AI system. You could just be doing like screenshot comparisons and brute force logic and pixel color indications or whatever it's called, right? You do anything you want. It just has to be visuals. What other questions do you guys have? Do you guys want to see anything? Do you want me to go over anything and how to do various things, right? Any questions, you guys? Here is the... This is your guys' time. I got 30 minutes to chill out and do questions. If you have questions, please type them. I can show code off. If you guys have code questions, we can go over code questions, right? If there's any additional information you guys want us to post or clarify, let us know, and we will post it in the Aimbot International chat. We will be updating the READMEs across all of our repos. We already did, but we're going to clean it up a little bit more, make things a little bit more thorough here in the coming weeks so people know what's up. We will also set up a submission button in the tickets. For right now, if you have a submission, just let us know if the submission ticket isn't open and you can submit. Just know that submissions, you can only make submissions once. So when you make a submission, you're done. You're done, right? There's no, oh, I did an update, I did blah, blah, blah. Your submissions must be zip files, right? So send us a zip file with all of your code, right? With all of your code, and we will look through it, make sure it's good. And then we'll compile it if it needs to be compiled, and we'll let you know if we had any issues or not with compiling, or if it's Python, Ruby, whatever else you want, we'll just run it live, make sure we're good to go. Clarify that the person making map 5 will not be, the person who is making map 5 will not be participating in the Aimbot International, because any of our volunteers can make maps. All the maps made right now were made by our volunteers, right? So whoever makes map 5, because map 5 is not made yet, they will not be able to participate because that is just straight up like they know things that other people don't. If they do participate, their points will not count. All right. Traditionally, in the past, when we have hackathons and stuff that are helped out by volunteers, we usually let them participate, but they just don't count at all. Right? None of their points count. They are not allowed to win any of the prizes because, they don't usually make all the maps, so they still want to participate, see how their stuff is compared to everyone else. What other questions do you guys have? What do you guys want to see? Do you guys want to see any of this code stuff? Do you have questions about any of the code? Again, we will make in the store faster and fastest for V5 available and for V8 available here soon. Right now, some of you guys might be like, oh, if I go to my settings right now, since I'm not a supporter at all, I have not volunteered or I haven't done anything. And then when I try to turn some of these on, I get that screen that comes up that says I can't turn on that setting. Yeah, that's for using our stuff or using some of the other supporter custom code, right? So right here, custom code, if you want to use his stuff, he helps the nonprofit by locking some of his stuff behind whatever. If you don't want to support the nonprofit, you don't have to, all right? All of that stuff you can do yourself with code, right? We just showed how to make the trigger, right? Which I can't remember if that's a supporter feature only or not. What's something else? Like the game launch title fast. I don't know why some people think this is like you can only launch Fortnite. It's not even spelt like Fortnite, right, by default. This is a nicety feature, right? All this does is it's here at the beginning and it looks at it's a part of your game selection. So if you don't have anything selected, as you guys saw, it will print out every window that's open. You have to select it, or you can add your own logic in here to auto select windows, right? So anything that's like behind the supporter wall, you can make it yourself, right? You can make it all yourself, right? This launcher will not stop it. And we will allow you guys to make your own custom settings here very, very soon, right? How do you fix laptop minimize window issue? Don't minimize it. And if you're getting the other issue, change it to power saving mode on your graphic settings. If it still doesn't work, then don't buy a laptop. I don't know why you guys buy gaming laptops. No one buys them, right? For a reason. You're paying twice as much money for shittier hardware, right? So just don't buy a laptop. If you have issues beyond that, I don't know what to tell you. You can edit the code so you're not using BetterCam because it's a BetterCam issue. If you use something else like MSS, it will work fine. The only thing is MSS is shitty, all right? With BetterCam or like DXCam, which is what we spun off BetterCam from, you will easily get over 100 frames per second, all right? Some people even get 500 frames per second, right, from capturing. MSS and all the other ones available out there, they suck, and you're going to be like at 10 to 30 FPS, right? You're not really going to get above 30, right? And it doesn't matter if you're using the launcher or the other custom code. It's the same issue across all of them. So the only solution is the one that we link and the one that Wonder tells you. So if you still have an issue after that, I don't know what to tell you because I don't have a laptop, and that was a user submitted patch, and it works for pretty much 99% of people. What else you guys got? Again, if you are on a shitty laptop, don't worry. We will run your code for you, right? So you will get way more performance, right, on our systems. So don't worry about it. If you're from a developing nation and you got some shitty ass, like $100 computer thrown together with 10-year-old parts, don't worry about it, right? Don't worry about it. Make what you can make, and it will be ran on our hardware. So you don't need to worry. Don't worry. You can still participate. We're not going to have a competition where it's going to be based off who has the best damn hardware, right? That's just a little fucked. So it will be standardized hardware everyone will run on. And we will be closing AIM Labs in restarting AIM Labs for every single person. So that way every single person's getting a fresh start from scratch, just to make sure there's no like weird whatever errors, memory issues or errors, right? So everything will be closed and restarted for every new person's turn. Once it's your turn, we will not be restarting the game. We will run you through all the maps. And then once your turn is over, then we will move on to the next person. We will be live streaming this all right? So all of it will be live streamed. It will not affect the performance of the bots because we will use the external capture card. All right, so we will use an external capture card to stream everything. Any other questions you guys have? Anything you guys want to see? Side note, right? Side note, no one's answered this for this week. So the weekly missions, hey, answer them, right? You're going to get some free nice perks if you answer them. All right? It's about to be turned over, or a new one's about to be here on Sunday. So you definitely want to answer these. I see Proton is typing. What questions do you guys have? Wait, can I get a quick summary on what the goal of this is? I woke up late. Aimbot International. All right, Aimbot International is showing off your skills to make a aimbot, and the best one that works overall. There's prize pool of $2,000 right now. We expect it to go up to $10,000 here in the coming months. You can work on a team. We recommend you work on a team. All right, if your team wins, it's up to you guys to figure out who gets what money. All money that we disperse will be through USDC. So if you don't have a Coinbase account or a Binance account to accept USDC, we can do PayPals, but you will eat all of the fees. We will not pay any PayPal fees, right? Yes, it's for AIM Labs. So all the maps are going to be on AIM Labs. Just search Rootkit, right? Just search Rootkit to see the AIM Labs maps. And again, the maps, because if someone tries to make and post maps underneath the Rootkit name, the ones that you want to look for specifically are going to be the ones by Ammo Stash and Snome123, right? Yes, you have. Well, it's called the Aimbot International. We officially here, even though we call it the AI Aimbot International, it's an Aimbot International. You're gonna win the best. You're gonna have the best time if you use AI, but you don't technically have to use AI. And technically, a pixel peeping bot is AI because AI is a broad term. So anything that technically is a program that moves your mouse around, you can call AI because that's technically AI because AI is a broad term. But I digress. So yeah, it's free 99. The custom code to get you started is here available on the store, and we will be adding more here, right? Just so you guys know, anything that you make with Fast, even though Fast is really slow, make it with Fast for now, because when we upload the rest of the code, it's pretty much the exact same code. It's just swapped out different models. So you can easily copy and paste your code over to the other starter code to get increased performance and benefits with no additional like code additions for you. Will you really have faster processing running AI rather than image process? So I wouldn't really worry about speed too much because again, as we showed here, I'm running the fast version, which is really, really bad. All right, it's really slow, and I'm getting like 50 FPS peaks, right? Anywhere between like 40 and 50. If I turn this off and I go over to fastest, so this will only work on humanoid. So let's go V8 fastest. Let's go and run this. So this is not available yet through the model store. You're free to do this yourself, but this one is going to be very intensive. Oh God, don't tell me you have to convert. Okay, we can't run this one because we're not going to wait 20 minutes for that. So let's go and do faster V8. Go on and ask questions if you guys need or have questions. What does my default profile look like? I think it's all messed up. That's fine. Visuals are off. A is my quit key and F3 is activation. Okay. So let's go back here. I want aim labs, which is going to be 6. All right. So this is now running. It should be running. It's taking a sweet time. I think it's stuck. There we go. So that one's getting a lot worse right now because I have mixed results with my. I don't know why. I have mixed results with the. I think okay. I have to switch this. That's why I need to go to V8 base medium. Let's go faster in launch or fastest in launch. It's really weird. My YOLO V5 only runs at 12 CPS. Yes. Most likely because you're using... So this one will work. Most likely because you're using... what do you call it? You're using the crappy one. God, I'm blanking on words right now. But to digress, right now we're getting what? I'm going to move my mouse around because that actually puts load on it. We're getting about 60 CPS. Right, 60 CPS running fastest on V8 at medium, 320 by 320. So this is a pretty big chunky boy. We should see dramatically better results on a map like this one with the humanoids with it, right? And again, this is while I'm streaming on Discord and to you guys live on YouTube. So the point for this is to show you guys. I think what F3. Why are you not aiming? It's like, it's doing the shooting, but it's... Aim for me, would you? Alright, I don't know why it's not aiming, but obviously the shooting is causing the CPS to fall a lot. Whatever. But this is the hardware you guys will be running on. So if it runs well on yours, then it will run well on ours. What's the scoring criteria? It depends on the map, but it will be a mixture of accuracy and time. Typically, we will go based off of the score here on AimLabs stuff, right? So if they scored you a 3, we'll probably take that. We are going to be recording everything, but for the most part, we will be depending on their score. Are we building it for a map? Yes, there's 5 maps. 4 of them will be given to you guys. The 5th one is hidden. No one gets the 5th one. It will be revealed the day of. Let me go and stop this thing. What is it? A for closing. Let's see here. Your bot needs to work on all of them, right? Again, we're going for based off of like overall who's doing the best, right? So you don't want to be just really good on one map and suck on the rest, right? You want to be pretty good on all of them. And each map will only be weighed for 10% of your total score. So if you make 1,000,000 points on the first map, you don't just get 1,000,000 points, right? It will be weighted as only up to 10% of your overall score, right? Let's see here. Rather than, yeah, it will also be beneficial. Again, you guys don't have to use YOLO. It may be beneficial for you guys to use YOLO, a nano model on YOLO that's hyper trained for identifying certain objects, all right? Or maybe a custom one altogether. You guys can do anything you want, right? You don't have to use YOLO. Gosh darn it, I don't know why it keeps doing that. Are there any anyone here good at training? Yeah, so you can partner up with anyone. A bunch of people here have submitted models. You can see in the model shop, their names are here. So Lightning, Snome, right? And then someone else, I think they submitted Loba and Taipei user, right? Have all submitted models. They know how to train. We will also have a event showing you guys how to do training, right? So don't worry too much about that. Before you even get to model training, like just use the YOLO models, right? They're pretty good overall. You can pretty much just use the YOLO models and just make your code better, right? And still do pretty good, to be honest, right? I'm very confident the YOLO models will be good enough for you. I have an AimLabs model I've trained. So the question is the AIM Labs model. Like, what is it for AIM Labs? Because we're using balls, humans, and cylinders. So does it work on all of those? If it does, then use it. If you make your own custom models or you have one, I would not share it with people. I'm going to be honest with you, all right? I would not share it with people, especially if it works well, because there's a lot of money on the line here. You can if you want. I'll post any of the models you guys have here on the model store, right? Any of you guys can submit models at any time to get posted here. But if you have something that you don't want to give people, then don't give it to me. you hide it. You hide it. Snome just shared AIM Labs file. AIM Labs. All right. Is this actually an AIM Labs model? Because if it is, I'll post it on the store right now. Snome said yes, it is. All right. I'm gonna post this right now on the store. Live. Let's go to the account. What questions do you guys have while I post this model? Look, all these user submitted models, I don't know how good they are, to be honest, you guys. A lot of people like using Snome stuff. I don't know why. He kind of sucks, but the base models work great overall, right? Most people prefer and just use the base models. They are the most popular models because they just work, right? Snome is the second most popular overall, all right? Technically, his is the most popular model. I'll show off the stats here in a second to show what I mean. I'm going to add your model. Let's go over here. Wow, well, this one is my model. Is this one your model? Because I was going to label it as Snome's model. All right. So we got models here. This one's for V5? Or is it for V8? Is it for V5 or V8? You gonna answer me, Proton? Don't leave me hanging like that. V5? Alright. So V5, let's go and upload here. And pull it from right here. And let's go and rename this. How do I name the other ones? I'm already forgetting. Why is my computer... Oh, is this thing running? Oh, we had two things running. That's why the fastest model was acting all crappy. Alright, so this is going to be V5, and this is going to be AIM Labs. AIM Labs. And is this actually your Discord name? What is your Discord name? Your Discord name is hidden. How do I turn this off? There we go. There we go. Proton Dev. Alright, it's live. So now anyone that goes to the store can open up V5, and you'll see here that it is an AIM Labs model. Again, I have no clue how well it works. Right? They just submitted it right now. And let me go ahead and give you a reward for submitting days role reason submitted model to the store. Oh, whoops. There you go, buddy. All right. What other questions do you guys have? If not, we're going to be ending up because we're pretty much at the hour mark right now. What other questions do you guys have? Was that your model or was it his? Because yeah, he got a role for submitting a model on the store. All right, but I don't see any other questions. So again, recap: Aimbot International. All right? You got plenty of time. Go gather a team. Go talk on the Discord. Go make a team. If you make a team, let us know so we open a ticket, because we don't want anyone to be, there's some idiots out there in the world and in the Discord. So if you make a team and you don't let us know about it, and they try to yank your shit and then like split from you, look, unless you had a ticket and it was formally known you guys were a team on the Discord, I don't care. Right? So if you want protection, make a team. Let us know. We'll make a ticket for you guys to collab and talk on. On these tickets, you guys can ask staff questions if you have questions, right? So let us know if you have a team. Keep your stuff to yourself. You will have to give it to us on submission days. No, we're not going to be sharing your shit. Like, why would we do that? That's one of the stupidest ideas you could ever had. And then it needs to work in the launcher. It has to work on the launcher, so go download the launcher, use the launcher. That was the other thing I was going to show off is the stats, whatever. $2,000 in the prize pool right now. It is going to go up. Right? I don't know how high, but I'm going to predict around $10,000. You definitely don't want to miss it. Go tell your friends, go tell your family, right? And yeah. Anything else? Said this is a very old one. Wouldn't have been shared. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's old. If it works, it works. Aim Labs hasn't changed at all. A ball is a ball is a ball, right? See Proton's typing. Go ahead and type. Again, questions. If you guys have questions, ask right now. I see typing, so I'm going to wait for the typing to finish. But if there's nothing coming in, we're ending. We're ending. Having a big issue with the launcher. I ran the setup with AV off. You shouldn't have to turn off your antivirus. We're not doing anything weird where you have to turn off your antivirus. It all goes green, like it's all good, but when I press launch, nothing happens. It means you probably didn't install everything like you were supposed to. Nowhere in the instructions do we tell you to change the default install location. Usually what happens is people change their default install locations, and then it won't launch. There's also a very weird error for some people, typically people with Chinese systems, where it won't launch because they have some weird configuration. Also, it's common for people that do a lot of sketchy, weird shit on their computer or haven't restarted in a while. For some reason, your CMD location is changed, or it's not a part of your environmental variables. So you need to add it to your environmental variables, because how the bot launches, in worst case scenario, you can launch it yourself. So how the bot launches, the launcher doesn't contain any code, right? The launcher will launch your Python scripts, your exes, whatever, in a completely different spawned off process. For Python code, it will literally load up CMD and run Python and then your file name, right? So if that doesn't work, you can run it manually yourself, right? So worst case scenario, you can run the files yourself in the custom code repo. In the custom code repo, we tell you pretty much how you can run the code yourself. So if we go to GitHub and go over to the repo here. All right, so if we go over to the repo and we want the starter code pack, we give you the syntax. Again, this is why it only works with Python right now, but we can change this later. This is the syntax that it's executed. So if you don't want to run custom code, don't include custom code. That's technically optional, even though I say it's required here in the syntax. But this is it, right? What main.py do you need to run? Great question. That's going to be the one... I believe it's literally the one right here, right? No, it's the one in, not in roaming, in your local. So percent app data, percent app data or local app data, right? Go to your app, resources, extras, bots. Here's the main.py file. So in here, to show how we would do it with a manual launch, which will work on everyone's computer, right? We will simply, let's go to this directory. All right, so now that we're in this directory, we can go ahead and do something like python space main.py, and then right here you can see we need our settings profile, so we can use our default settings profile, right? How do I know it's default? Well, it's the name that's right here. So this one's called default, that one's called ASDF, so just whatever that name is, right? Next is going to be the YOLO version. So we want to use YOLO 5, right? And we want to use, what model do we want to use? Well, this one's called, well, we're doing 5, so let's use v5_base_medium. And then that's everything you need. You press enter, it will work, right? Or if you want to use custom code, you can do something extra on top of that. So if I press enter, you'll see it works. It's starting to launch the bot, right? This is exactly what the launcher does, right? So you can launch it manually like that. And then again, if you want to do custom code, you just add at the end the custom code you want to launch. So if we want to launch example_YOLO v5 fast and press enter, now we're launching our custom code, right? Now we're launching our custom code. So I'll go ahead and end that. Okay, sweet. I'll try that. Can we execute? Yes, you can execute C++ in your custom code. You can do any language, anything you want in your custom code, right? Right now, yes, it's launching Python scripts only. We will change that, so when you are using other languages, you can. No one has submitted anything in a different language, so we haven't added support to it yet because it's not there. So why would I use my time if no one has done it yet? So if you do make it, let me know so I can modify the launcher so you can launch your code with the launcher, right? Because we will be requiring a syntax similar to this for yours to run, right? Instead of Python main, it's going to be your exe, and we're going to pass in these arguments to your stuff. Okay, amazing. Because you can do it in C++ if you want to run it in C++. Your issue is because you're on a laptop. Oh, this guy left. All these damn laptop users. Stop buying laptops, you guys. No one buys laptops. What YouTuber, streamer do you know that uses a laptop as their daily driver? None of them. For gaming laptops in particular. None of them, right? I'm excluding Mac OS, right? Linus Tech Tips. They don't use freaking laptops as their daily drivers. I don't care if Linus invests in a laptop company. He's not using it, right? He got it all. I think he just bought them all for like every employee to use it, to pump up the damn stocks in it. But like most of them are using desktops for a reason, right? Laptops are convenient, but you don't go anywhere. I know you don't go anywhere, right? You have no reason for convenience. Yeah, desktops are better in every single way. They are cheaper. They are more performant. You should always buy a desktop first and buy a laptop afterwards, right? Desktop first, laptop afterwards. It's not the other way around. If you're going to get a laptop, get a goddamn MacBook, right? They are worth every dollar. They do not die. They last forever. They are perfect. Oh, you can't fucking game on the go? Shut up. Shut up. You don't need a game on the go on a freaking laptop, right? Your stupid ass Windows laptop is going to be unusable after 2 to 3 years. Like, it's such a waste of fucking money. Do not buy a damn laptop unless it's a MacBook, right? Go ahead and type up your question. If anyone on the YouTubes has anything to say, all right, you guys are free to go ahead and ask your questions. Y'all be awfully quiet since the stream started. You guys were loud at the beginning. Oh, I guess some person asked what university I study. None. I have no degree. Universities are a scam. Don't go to college. We do not recommend college. It's a scam. Do not go to college. I don't care if it's the most prestigious one. Don't do it. All right? Our comp sci cert is better, and it takes way less time. All right? It's better, way less time. You got accepted in Harvard? Cool. Don't go to Harvard. Get the comp sci cert. You'll be good. You'll get a job. You'll be good to go. You don't need to use 4 years. All right. You stop typing, so I don't see any other questions. Any other questions you guys got? 5 seconds. We're going to end the stream. All right. That's all I got for you guys.